is blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new one under you. Soon you will know, we already know the smell of the game. Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new word over you. My time is my word. Your words will never let me disobey. I'm blazing. Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new word over you. Soon you will know, we already know the smell of the, know the smell of the, know the smell of the, know the smell of the game.
Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. Yo, I love that song, man. I know everybody in the community be like, oh, they play that song too much. Yo, but every time I hear that song, I get amped. I get hyped, man. Smell up the game. Guilty Gear Strive. It's gonna be a movie, man. It's gonna be a movie, man. But yo, what is up, guys? What is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Barry here, back with another video, here to give you guys greatness once again, which is the PlayStation Nation, which is the PlayStation 4 still. PlayStation 4 not going anywhere. And that PlayStation 5. What is up, guys, man? This is going to be a very simple stream. I'm going to be talking about Guilty Gear Strive, and you know, for those people that are new to fighting games or new to Guilty Gear, you know, that's, you know, probably going to be picking this game up. Just going to give you guys like a difficulty like character list as far as like, hey, I'm new to the game, Jay Barry, who shall I main? I'm not saying what I'm saying here is definitive or I have the all-seeing knowledge when it comes to this game. I'm just giving you my point of view, and if somebody were to ask me, I'm new to the game, Jay Barry, who do you think I should main? Here are my suggestions, and I'm going to break down that with all of the characters in like a tier list format. So Guilty Gear is going to be coming out on the 11th of June, which is, you know, this Friday. But for those people that have pre-ordered like the deluxe edition or the ultimate edition, we get to play the game 12 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So tomorrow we get to play the game, and it's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. Yo, what is good, guys, man? Appreciate everybody coming through the chat. Like I said, it's gonna be not a typical live stream I'm doing here. I'm doing more like a focused Guilty Gear, you know, type live stream, just to talk about these characters and encourage people that are new to fighting games or new to Guilty Gear to try and get the game. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Here, there's characters for you. You know what I mean, in the game. But yo, what's good, Magnificent Black? What's good, man? Yo, Gains Gaming, I like that. I like that. AKA Strictly. I like that right there, man. Yo, shout out to my man David Gaines. I see you in the chat. Ice Queen Gaming, the Queen of Ice, is in the chat. Appreciate you coming through, Dawn. Yo, James Saunders, what's up? Giovanna Fire, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, Helder, what is up, Helder? Appreciate you coming through. He said smash that like button. You know what I mean? Or J Bar smash your mothers. Appreciate you coming through. Yo, E-Ed. I'm about to say E-Ed. Yo, EDM Glee. What is up? Appreciate you coming through in the chat. Magnificent Black, what's up, man? What's up? Yo, Rex Ramos Studios, what's up, man? Appreciate you guys coming through. Like I said, it's gonna be it's not gonna be a long stream. I'm just gonna go through the characters, and you know, hopefully this can help you guys as far as who do you want to pick or who should you choose when you load up that Guilty Gear. Like once again, What I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is definitive knowledge of the game, because I know how the fighting game community can be sometimes when it comes to those opinions. And this is not a stream set for like people that have played Guilty Gear before, that are a little bit more advanced in fighting games. The things that I'm saying is not the mindset of you know, those type of people. You know what I mean? This is going to be the mindset as far as like, I'm a beginner, I'm new to Guilty Gear, the game looks cool, who the hell should I pick up? That's how I'm going to be delivering the stream. All right, but for those people that are new to Guilty Gear, and you know, hopefully there's a lot of you guys that's picking up the game, and you look at the character tier, you look at the character list, and you see all these beautiful, well drawn characters that's looking so anime. You're like, yo, who the hell should I choose? Soul, Kai, Mei, who are these characters? Yo, Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchi, what's up, man? Zato, Ramtho, who are these Giovanna, who are these characters? Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna let you guys know who these characters are. I'm gonna let you guys know as far as who you should pick if you're new in the game. With that being said, new, old, whoever you are in the game, you're new to Guilty Gear, just new in Guilty Gear in general. That being said, regardless on what I'm saying here, whatever character, you know, you want to play, that's the character you should pick. If this character looks cool to you, if you're like, yo, Zato looks really cool to me, this character looks dope, I think I want to play this character, hey, go ahead and play this character. At the end of the day, when you're playing a fighting game, you can choose whoever the hell you want to choose and pick up whoever the hell you want to pick up and play. If a character has some cool stuff that they do, a special looks cool to you, I'm like, oh my God, I want to pick that character. Pick that character. The difference is that just know when you pick that character, you got to commit. You know what I mean? There's certain characters where you got to commit. It's not just, oh, I'm just going to go in the lobby and play with my friends and just have a bang of a time. You know what I mean? Some characters is going to require you to practice a little bit so you can learn these characters' nuances and all the benefits and some of the cons, try to avoid the cons and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can pick whoever you want to pick, but you have to, there has to be like a commitment when it comes to like other characters that, you know, the difficulty curve is a little bit, you know, higher here. Yo, Dre, what's good, man? If y'all having a difficult time choosing to play Potemkin. Yo, IMC Figs, what's up, man? I only play black characters. I feel you on that. Hey, if that's how you go into the game, that's how you get into the game, that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? I respect it. So Guilty Gear Strive has 15 characters here in the base roster. This is the base roster here. Soul, Kai, Mei, Axel, Chip, Potemkin, Foss, Milia, Zato, Ramtho, not Ram Lethal. I know a lot of people gonna be like Ram Lethal. Hey J-Bar, can I play Ram Lethal? However you pronounce her name, Ram Lethal, Ramtho, doesn't matter. Okay. Leo, Nagaryuki, Giovanna, Anji, and Ino. Yo, T-Man, what's up, man? So 15 characters base roster. A lot of people would say, oh, that's pretty small. No, it is not. This is not a small roster. This is a pretty big roster, and it's pretty basic. I mean, this is pretty average when it comes to you know, fighting game roster, especially like the first iteration of the game. You kind of don't want like such a huge roster. Is it bad to have a huge roster? Not necessarily, because you have so much to choose from, but it can be bad when it comes to like matchups and learning matchups. You know what I mean? So like for me personally, when a new game is out, fighting game, if I see like 12, 15, 16 characters, I'm cool with that, to be honest with you. I'm very cool. Yo, Lightning Eagle, what's up, man? What's up? Ram Lethal. Yo, Ron, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man Aaron. I only play low tier characters. I'm main in Foss. I don't think Foss is that low tier. I just think Foss is one of those characters where it requires you know, a lot of training, because he's pretty random at times when it comes to his items. Yo, T-Man said, ain't enough time in the world to learn a new fighting game. Yo, man, this week right here, oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. Pray for everyone that plays a lot of games. Cause yo, this week right here is gonna be a rough one. Thankfully, we get to play the game a little bit earlier when you pre-order the digital deluxe or ultimate edition. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about these characters as far as how easy or difficult they are. If if you're a beginner, should you play this character? At the end of the day, like I said, whatever character you choose to play, you play. But I'm gonna break down each character as far as if this is the recommended character for you. But if you still want to play that character, just know the things that is being said in the stream. And once again, let me repeat, what is being said in this stream is not definitive. I don't have the all-seeing knowledge. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just this is just my opinions as far as, playing the betas. I played all 3 betas. I pretty much tried out all the characters. Not saying that I play all of them online, but I tried out all the characters as far as like training mode to see what they can do, see what they have to offer, learn a combo or 2 and stuff like that. But as far as like the main characters I've used during all the times of the beta, has been Milia, Kai, Leo. Where's my man Axel at? Axel. I've used Axel. I use Ram, like training mode stuff, and Giovanna as well. Those are like the characters that like, okay, I can say I definitely like played. You know what I mean? But all right, here we go. Tier list time. Okay, we're gonna do the tier list. This is the beta, by the way. I'm judging everything from the beta. The real game comes out tomorrow or the 11th. But here we go. We're going to have it based on difficulty. So we have difficult, hard, average, easy, simple. Okay. And by the way, for any of these characters that's like in simple or easy, that doesn't mean these characters are like whack, because a lot of people like to associate, oh, this character is simple, but that character, it means automatically the character is whack. That is not the case. You know what I mean? Just because a character game plan is pretty easy to understand, because characters are designed for people that are beginners. You know what I mean? But doesn't mean that somebody that's advanced will pick that character up and do like really advanced stuff or do really like sick shit with the character. You know what I mean? So just because the character is in simple, easy, average, whatever it is, doesn't mean the character is bad. If the character is difficult, doesn't mean the character is bad. I'm just basing it off of like game plan for somebody that's new to the game or somebody that's new to fighting games. Okay? This doesn't mean that the character is bad. That's all I'm saying. Yo, Game Over Brian with a donation, iPhone user. Appreciate you coming through, man. He said, yo, bro, when do you think we get info SSD for the PS5? By the way, you suck, JK. You got the best content on YouTube. I don't know if I got the best content on YouTube. I'm just an average YouTuber guy, and I got the best lisp on YouTube. But as far as the SSD for the PS5, I don't know. Hopefully we get something this month. You know what I mean? It would be dope that we get more information on, just having more storage, because, some of these games are coming out now, especially this month. And, it's going to take up some storage. So it'll be dope to add on to that. What I've been doing is that I have an external hard drive hooked up to my PS5. I have a 4 terabyte hooked up to my PS5. And the games that I'm not playing at the current moment, I just transfer that over to the PS5. And when I do want to play it, I transfer it back. I transfer it over to the external. And when I do want to play it, I transfer it back to the PS5. So like my average, like, minimum storage space on my PlayStation is like 200, 150. It will go down to that area when I just transfer over some stuff that I'm not playing. But hopefully we do get news on the SSD for real. But all right, guys. So where do you want me to start? You want me to start from the most difficult character, I feel, or you want me to start from the simplest character, I feel. Where do you guys want me to start for the beginners to Guilty Gear, for the new people that will be playing Guilty Gear? Yo, Mr. Tryhard, he said, yo, watching you talk and play these fighting games got me back into the genre. Been going pretty hard at it. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like I said, man, fighting games is amazing, man, because you get that you get those intense battles, that 1v1. You know what I mean? Like I love that aspect when people adjust to your game plan and then you have to adjust to their game plan. Very, very like fun stuff, man. Addictive. So, you know, I always gonna be playing fighting games. You know what I mean? Oh, you playing on stick? Yeah, I'm playing on stick. Yes, I'm gonna be playing on stick. He said simple. He said start with Angie. We're gonna start with simple. Simplest character. I feel that if you are a beginner to Guilty Gear or just beginner in fighting games in general, I definitely highly recommend playing this character right here, Kai. When it just comes to game plans, I feel that Kai have a pretty basic game plan, and he has everything that you will want offensively and defensively, right? So there are characters in this game that when you get knocked down and you're in a situation where you are like negative, it's not your turn to press a button or whatnot, you are just on the floor and you have opponents that's rushing towards you, throwing a fireball at you, all that good stuff. Kai has an answer to that, all that pressure somebody will have for you on wake up. So Kai, really, really strong character. He has good buttons. The difficulty part of it is like learning a proper block string, because I'm seeing a lot of things with Kai where his block strings are very, very negative. Some of his buttons are very, very negative. But I feel like if you're beginning the game, you have proper, well, not proper space, but if you're just trying to pace yourself in the game, he's like the perfect character for you. You know what I mean? Really good button with like far 5M. He has a really good like close-up button too with like 5K, I feel like. Good fireball. He has a dragon punch, a DP. So he has a reversal, a meterless reversal, but two of them, matter of fact. And like I said, those options are always going to be good for beginning characters, because not only do you have the offense, but you also have the defensive options. You know what I mean? You do have your universal mechanics, like, you know, bursting or dead angle, or what they call it now, yellow RC. You do have that stuff there, but having a reversal without spending any meter is a beautiful thing in this game. You know what I mean? So the reason why I have him here as simple is because his game plan is pretty simple. You know what I mean? Knock you down, fireball, or get the hit, you know, fireball, or get the hit, DP. His game plan is pretty simple as far as what you want to do with Kai. And I feel like if you're beginning, you will instantly learn what he has to offer in the game. So yeah, Kai. This is not to say that Kai is a bad character. If this was like a tier list as far as ranking characters and how I feel where they should be at, obviously he's not going to be like all the way to the bottom in my opinion. But I'm saying that this is the difficulty for beginners and people that are new to Guilty Gear. Okay, I know I'm going to have to keep repeating that throughout the whole stream. Somebody's going to be like, "What? Kai? You think Kai's bad? He's simple? Oh, you crazy?" No, that's not my thought pattern. But yeah, I feel like he is, when it comes to game plan, he has the simplest of game plans in the game, and rightfully so, because, you know, that's how the creators of the game designed him. You know what I mean? They said that new Sagat fight state looked dope, but my wife would have kicked me in the shin if I bought another. Yeah, yo, I forgot I even bought that, to be honest with you. I pre-ordered that thing back in like March or something. I forgot who sent it. It probably was Chuck that sent me the link. He was like, yo, I forgot who it was. It might be Chuck, it might be Dre, it might be one of them, or it might be Persona. I'm not even sure. I forgot who it was. And the one that I wanted the black with Akuma, but I was like, yo, this blue look fire too. So I was just like, okay, let me just put it in the pre-order on Amazon. And I forgot totally that I pre-ordered. So when I saw like you've been charged this, I was like, oh, I forgot I pre-ordered that. It's coming tomorrow, by the way. Yo, Mega, what's good, man? Yo, Persona, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man, Persona. All right, so next character, keeping it simple. Definitely Giovanna. But I do feel like Kai is simpler than Giovanna. I really honestly would put Giovanna here for a beginner, but due to the fact she has like only 3 moves in her repertoire, she's not a difficult character to learn, and she does have really good buttons. And to explain why I feel like she's more here than here, but I'm gonna keep her here, is due to her how she dashes in the game. Like her dashes is very like, it's not like the simple run dash in the game like everybody else. Like when it comes to dashing, that's weird. Giovanna and Ino, takes the cake here. With Giovanna, she has like a dash. It's like she's a step. It's like a step dash instead of the run. And I feel like some people that that's trying to press buttons and trying to get close to you, and you have to understand that she doesn't have like a regular dash. So you know what I mean? Like a beginner will probably try to dash up close to you and probably press like 5, S or something, and they're too far away. You can whiff punish them and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, her game plan is very simple. And honestly, really and truly, just due to Kai like frame data and how negative he could be, regardless of Giovanna's dash, I think Giovanna is the simplest character. She's a new character in the game, but this girl is plus on a lot of things. And one thing I know about people that are new to fighting games, regardless on how new you are to fighting games, right? You could just pick up a fighting game yesterday, right? And you pick a certain character like Giovanna. There's nothing in the world that's going to stop you from pressing buttons and doing specials. And she is that character that fulfills that need to that new player to want to press buttons and do specials. You know what I mean? And she'll be safe. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you guys understand the pressing, back to block. But she is one of those characters, man, that she has cool normals. She flurries of kicks, and then you do a special, and especially with her spiral arrow, her drill special, she's plus. You know what I mean? Like she has a scrub killer type move with the overhead. I feel like a lot of people that just picking up a game or picking up a character, if you have some type of knowledge in the game and people don't know how to deal with that little overhead little flip kick move, a lot of people's gonna have some trouble, dealing with you with this character. So I do feel like Giovanna. Yeah, I agree, Persona. I do feel like Giovanna is more simple than Kai. Cause her game plan, it's very okay. Let me push buttons, do a special. Oh, I'm plus. I'm gonna continue pressing buttons, do a special. And she does have a reversal as well, which is good, like a meterless reversal, which is really good. She does have the whole the meter gain thing. When she gains meter, she turns green. I think she does a little bit more damage. I don't know what that really does when she turns green, to be honest with you. We'll definitely like break that down, because even when I was training with her and learning her in like the betas, I didn't really see anything of significance as far as like, okay, when she turns green, what she can do or what she can't do. You know what I mean? But yeah, another thing that is slept on in Kai is that electric status that he puts on you. That thing is very scary, man. It is very scary because Giovanna and Kai's damage output is ridiculous. It's very good. Like I said, just because these characters are in simple doesn't mean these characters don't put out the work. These characters put in work. These characters would do a lot of damage that would satisfy a new player, would satisfy someone that's new to fighting games. Like, oh shit, I just pressed triangle, circle, then I did fireball, and I did 40% damage. What? You know what I mean? I'm doing this in layman's term, but yo, very, very good, man. Very, very good. Oh yeah, Kai Sweep is good too, man. He's not like plus like Soul, which is kind of cheap, but I don't know why Arc is doing that. Arc, hopefully in the retail, we'll talk about that another stream. So bad guy, man. But yeah, I feel like when it comes to the simplest, these two are the simplest of characters, and it's like I said, no disrespect, but it's just a game plan. I feel like if you're new to the game, you haven't played Guilty Gear before, you haven't even played a fighting game before, I don't see you going wrong with these two characters. They're pretty good, and you will get results. You know what I mean? You'll put up that clip. You'll put up that, oh yo, I won my first game or my second game. You'll put that up using these characters. You know what I mean? Moving along here. Should we do the hardest, or we should continue from the simple to the difficult? Y'all let me know. Should we do the hardest one, or just keep on continuing from simple to easy to average to hard to difficult? Y'all let me know which one we're gonna do next, man. Let me know which one shall we do next. The hardest difficulty? The simplest of difficulties? Y'all let me know. Oh, continue up? All right, we're gonna continue. Yo, shout out to Volu. Appreciate you coming through. We're gonna continue up. All right, we're gonna continue up. All right, next on the board. Let's think here. Let's think here. Let's think here. This is where it gets a little tricky here. Next on the board, I feel that is pretty easy to play. It's gonna be May. May also have a simple like game plan as well. You know, throw out big buttons, follow it with Dolphin, especially heavy Dolphin. You know what I mean? The only difficulty I feel like she really has is that she's a charged character. You know what I mean? So with that being said, like, I don't know if, you know, somebody that haven't played a fighting game would like want to pick a charged character. But if you never picked a charged character before, this is the charged character to pick as far as us getting into it, you know, getting into the game. So yeah, I feel like May is pretty easy. You know what I should do? I should take away the simple and just have easy, average, hard, difficult. That would make it much more easier, in my opinion. But we'll see when we continue. We'll see when we continue. You know what I mean? Todesaki, yeah. You know what I mean? May is that character, man. And yo, she does great damage. She has a command grab as well. So once you have your opponents blocking, just go and grab, and you could deal out good 40, 50% damage, even 60 with this character. But like I said, the difficulty comes from with this character is the fact that she's a charged character. You know what I mean? So maybe if you're like that defensive type and you still want to press buttons and still do damage, you know, you're pressing back, you're pressing down back, and then you press forward and do your buttons. You know what I mean? I think you enjoy May. But yeah, as far as when it comes to game plan, it's not really like difficult. Let me see what they have here for May. So they have May as a balanced character. Let's see where they have her stars at. Oh, see, they have her 4. Issa Fuse at 4. You know what I mean? Powerful attacker who specializes in charging at their opponents. So yeah, her game plan is not that difficult. And I really feel like if you are new to the game, yeah, pick May. She's a dope character. You know what I mean? That will have a lot of people annoyed. And once again, like I'm saying, I gotta repeat this many times. Just because these characters, I'm saying these characters are easy in use or mindset, does not mean that they are bad characters. Does not mean that they are bad at all. Because personally, I love this character right here, Kai. I think Kai is a great character. I think Giovanna is a great character. I'm not really a main character because I don't use like charged characters, but She's great, which is gonna contradict like my secondary character in this game because he's part charge, but I'm not really the biggest fan of like a charge character. All right. Moving along, I feel, and especially now in this game, not in Xrd. In Xrd, I would have put this character up here. But in Strive, I feel like I'm putting her here. And when it comes to like advanced or like, you know, like really veteran players of Guilty Gear, then you know what I mean? Like this character right here is like, yo, she is like super dope. But if you're like a beginner and you want like a super dope character that, you know, is a waifu type character, looks great as well, you know what I mean? Like Giovanna, Ram is definitely a character, yo, because now they changed the whole mindset of how, or the whole scope of how she used her swords. Yo, Transformational Game, what's up? They changed her whole functionality and how her swords work. Before, her swords were like more like it's more like Oki type tools, keep you at bay, set play. She still has some of that like in the corner, but the general game plan for Ram has changed in Guilty Gear Strive, and I think it's been changed for to make her a little bit more simpler. You know what I mean? Not like I said, not saying that this character, like I said, I have to repeat this once again. This doesn't mean that these characters are bad or nothing like that. I'm just talking about mindset, functionality. If you're a beginner of Guilty Gear or beginner in fighting games, like who should I main? You know what I mean? And I'm using the simple, the easy average just to be like, yo, you're new. These characters are down your alley because you would get results pretty quicker than the other typical characters, in my opinion. And once again, this doesn't mean that I have the all definitive opinions. You know what I mean? This is just an average fighting game player that, you know, just sharing some thoughts. But I feel like Ram is definitely on the easier side when it comes to these characters here. But she's definitely dope. I feel like she has. It's definitely a little when it comes to these three. She's more on the learning curve. Of her Rekka is not like a simple Rekka. You know what I mean? It's not like a simple of Rekkas. When it comes to her, like her super big overhead move, you know what I mean? It's definitely negative. She definitely have like nuances as far as like when she doesn't have swords, her normals change. She's not as threatening, but you know, you automatically get that stuff back. So really and truly, I might keep her here because she definitely have like little nuances where you throw out the swords, yeah, anticipating to throw out swords, boo boo boo. You don't have swords. She's a little bit different as far as how you want to play her because now she doesn't have those great normals. She doesn't have the range that she would have. You know what I mean? But the swords do come back. I think I want to still keep her here because the reason why I'm keeping her here because she has that overhead move. She have a scrub killer move, right? This move right here. If you are just new to a fighting game or new to Guilty Gear, she has that overhead move. Like you can react to it, but I don't think somebody that's like, say you're in the same, you know, lobby with your friend that's new to fighting game, they're not blocking that. You know what I mean? There's even instances where I'm not blocking that. So I'm not, you know what I mean? I know that overhead move right there will decimate a lot of people. So I'll definitely keep her here because she has really good normals. She has a move that I know in beginner level is going to wash a lot of people. She has a really quick super as well, like a get off me tool. She is one of those characters that doesn't have like a meterless option when it comes to reversals. But the super that she has, her super that she has when it comes to reversals is very fast and it does a lot of damage. So she has a really good get off me tool type super move. And she has a really good chip move as well. Like her other beam super is really good. I know a lot of people is gonna be using that move right there because that looks cool. Like, I just got into Guilty Gear. I want to do something cool. I'm gonna press this into that super and it's gonna bubble. Oh my good. I don't care if somebody blocked it or not. It just looks great. You know what I mean? She's gonna be one of those, but definitely a dope character. I feel like beginner, yeah, here. Advanced player, like she's definitely like up here because there's a lot of things that she can do, especially in the corner. But this is the mindset, like if you're new to the game. I feel like you can pick this character up and you will get results with Ramethil. Simple is brain dead. Nah, I don't think simple is brain dead. It's just when I'm saying simple, it's like I'm looking at the move list, I'm looking at the game plan. It's not as detailed as other people in the game. Like especially Giovanna, like her game plan, her moves. She have 3 moves in the game. You know what I mean? Like Kai, there's a little bit more nuance here because he has the dragon install as well. If you want to pop that, and then dragon install. See, like there's layers to it. There's layers to all these characters because really and truly. There's layers to all these characters, but my mindset is just thinking of, okay, this is somebody that's new to the game. They're not thinking about no dragon install. They're not thinking about the frame advantage or, DP, you can combo off a DP now and all that stuff. They're not thinking about that stuff. They're just thinking about the simple game plan. What do you have layout here? Can I get results? That's the mindset that I'm thinking about when I'm doing this stream here. And yeah, like I said, there's stuff that Kai has that, that all these characters require like training. I always would suggest somebody, if you're new to a fighting game or if you're coming in new to Guilty Gear, yeah, hit the lab, hit the mission modes and all that stuff, so you can actually learn the game and learn the characters. But I feel like some characters are simpler than others. The devs think that as well. You know what I mean? Moving along now, who I got up here. Definitely Soul. Like, this is the thing about Soul. Like, I'm very conflicted with Soul, and this is the reason why I was like, maybe I should take away the simple and just have easy, average, hard, and difficult. You know what I mean? Yo, Henry Heck, what's up, man? Because I feel like a lot of people is gonna be like looking just at the simple word and just like, oh, this character sucks. Regardless of what I said, I have to repeat that. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna do that, right? Maybe I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take away the simple one. Don't worry. I'm gonna take away that just to make it a little bit more simple for people and have it like this, right? Because I really want to put Soul here, because Soul is not like he's the main face protagonist, and most likely the main face protagonist is those characters that are the simple characters, are the easy characters, right? But there's so much to Soul. He has a lot of moves, right? The man have like what, 5-6 moves that he can do. Fireball game is his game plan. His game plan is pretty simple, but he has kind of the benefits of Kai outside of like Fireball. He has the benefits of Kai, meterless reversal, good normals, freaking 2D. His sweep is plus, which I think they're probably gonna change that. Yo, his sweep also low profiles certain moves as well. And when I mean low profile, like he has a low attack that say somebody like Ram will throw out like a 5S. So regardless, you know, if you're crouching, like say you just press down back, that 5S will hit you as you're blocking. You'll see like the block stun, right? You'll see the block animation, right? But say Soul does 2D while Ram does 5S, the 2D attack, the sweep attack is gonna low profile it, so it's gonna make Ram whiff that 5S rather than, you know, you having the hit or Ram getting the hit. It will low profile it and Soul will get the hit. You know what I mean? That's what really makes him super strong in this game. But yeah, his normals are really good. But yeah, there's a lot to the character. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot to him. Volcanic Viper. He has the other one that goes underneath fireballs that chin check you. Has a command grab, yes. Has a command grab. Bandit Bringer. Bandit Revolver. Fanfare. Yo, he has a lot to him, man. He has a lot to him. They did take away some stuff as far as like his dragon install. They put that into like a simple super, but he still have those little nuances there. But if I was to, I will put Soul in average. I feel like he's a very fun character. I feel like you definitely need a little bit more time in the lab to learn this character. You know what I mean, with these characters. I feel like Ram can be here too in average. I feel like Ram could be here too. Because the more that I look at Ram and think about her, I think about like her swords. And when she throws out the swords, like her normals definitely change. I don't think that is something as like somebody that's a beginner in the game would be like, oh, we'll pick that up easily. You know what I mean? That's somebody that you have to put in a little bit of lab work to understand like, oh shit, I don't have swords. This normal that I was throwing out is different now. Or this special that I'm throwing out is different. Oh, this overhead move that slaps you, I don't have no more range with this move. You know what I mean? I do think Soul's a little bit more harder than Ram, but yeah, I'm gonna put Ram up here in average when it comes to it. Because the more I'm thinking about Ram and her gameplay, yes, they simplified a lot of things about her from the previous game, but she still has that. Okay, I gotta sit down and lab the game up. You know what I mean? Yeah, she does have that scrub killer that scrub killer move with the overhead, but her Rekka is not the simplest of things to like master. There's definitely like gaps and you can stagger it. You know what I mean? There's certain combos that your timing have to be properly spaced and timed with her. And her B&Bs in the corner is something that you have to practice that. You have to practice that. It's not like, oh, I can just boom and get a simple combo in the corner. I feel like everybody here in the easy, like if you have them in the corner, Soul is that character too, that if you have him in the corner, you can easily get a good, nice wall break simple. But he definitely requires a little bit more to it than these characters. Like Ram, definitely you have to practice like your corner stuff. And in the corner, she's the strongest, but you have to practice that. Like, oh, I broke it here. Oh, I can break the whole wall here doing this. You know what I mean? Where these characters, you just be pressing boop, 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 break wall. Okay, we good. So yeah, I'll put Ram in the average, but I feel like she's easier than Soul. This is how it goes from left to right, is from easiest to more difficult on each tier thing here. All right, so Soul, like once again, yeah, I feel like Soul is in the average area. Other people might put Soul here as well, you know what I mean, as the face of the game, but really and truly, I feel like he's here. He's not hard, but he's here. Does he have some crazy shit that he can do when it comes to like which character can do like crazy shit in the game? Then it's like, you know, these characters, they do some crazy stuff in the game. You know what I mean? Like these characters right here in these two areas, like I feel like these characters are really playing like the options that they have. They're really playing Guilty Gear, you know what I mean? Strive, or they're really playing Guilty Gear. You can put these characters in Xrd, in my opinion, and they still, oh, okay, we're playing Xrd. You know what I mean? Like with these other characters, a little bit different. These two, you know, yeah, put them in Xrd as well. All right, so yeah, Soul, great character. I know a lot of people's gonna be picking up Soul, and I feel like when you do pick up Soul, you're gonna have a lot of fun with him. And I'm not saying that everybody else ain't fun here, but Soul can do a lot of good shit, man. I be watching a lot of people play Soul, like Max, other Soul players. What's my man name? Is it Deb? Yeah, Deb as well. The stuff that they be doing, and he Dust Loops is back. You know what I mean? Soul is that dude, man. You know what I mean? He's that guy. When I feel like when it comes to like main protagonists, like Soul is probably Who would you think is the harder character to learn, Soul or Ragnar? But when it comes to like main face of the game, like when it comes to like who's harder, like the hard characters, the main face is definitely Soul and Ragnar in fighting game franchises. Yo, Grand Viper. Yo, Wavy, what's up, man? Y'all want to do Axel next? You said Axel should be easy or average. Axel, I think is average. I don't know if he's gonna be right next to Soul. He's definitely more harder than Soul. I don't think Axel's easy. Because his game plan is he's a zoner of the game. But there's a lot to him. You got to worry about space. You have to worry about a lot of spacing when it comes to Axel. You got to know frame data as well when it comes to Axel. You know what I mean? Like, oh, if I do jump, jump slash here, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he blocked at this area of the screen. Oh, would I get punished? It's not the simple, oh, I'm gonna press these buttons and the sickle come out and oh, I'm keeping you at bay. You know what I mean? Because the sickle also has like a hurt box that can be avoided. So there's certain times where you can do a move and you can completely whiff. You know what I mean? And then you're super negative and somebody can just punish you. You definitely have to. He has like cheap buttons, but I wouldn't even consider cheap because you definitely have to like understand the character. Like, okay, I can press this here, but I gotta understand like, okay, if I don't follow up here, this is gonna punish me. Or what is this person doing? Like, it's very specific buttons at specific times that you gotta do with him as well. And his specials are pretty good. His command grab is pretty good. His supers, yeah, they nerfed his time stop super. Yo, Jacob Walker, what's up, man? His time stop super, I think it used to do like 8 or 10 seconds in the first beta, and I think they dropped that joint to like 3 seconds. Yo, it was mad short, and I was just like, damn, they kind of made that special that super kind of whack. You know what I mean? Like, damn, 3 seconds. You got 3 seconds to do something. He does have a DP as well, not the best of DPs, because he does have like a specific type angle, but it's good. You know what I mean? You have a reversal that doesn't cost you any meter. You know what I mean? So that's good. But I feel like Axel, he's the zoner of the game, but he's not easy. He's definitely not easy. Yeah, I'll put him in average here. I think a lot of people, when they do pick this character, it's like, oh, he got long normals. I can keep people at bay, or I can annoy people and stuff like that. And then I'm a command grab. If you become predictable with this character, you will easily get washed. You can't be predictable. You got to be unpredictable. And a beginner, type player, somebody that's new to the game, more than likely you're gonna be a little bit predictable. You know what I mean? So it's not gonna be somebody that's here. Definitely gonna be here. I don't know if he's gonna be like, I don't know if he's like number 3 F average, but we'll see as we go along. Next, I'm going to have my man Leo here. Leo White Fong. Leo is my secondary character. I feel like he's a little bit simpler here in this game, and due to the fact now they nerfed him a little bit, but he's still super strong. He is a character that, if you look at him on paper, he would be up here. But in gameplay and feel out the character, like, yo, he got super good buttons, super good sweep, jump button's good, got a DP as well, charge DP, which is super good. I'm gonna put him here, and the reason why, on paper, if you look at this character, you think he'd be up here, but he's really here because, like, to a beginner looking at this character, you have a stance. So there's 2 ways to play the character. You have the regular stance and you have back stance, where back stance, your normals change, the functionality of the character change. You know what I mean? The way how you dash change. There's a lot of changes that's happening here when you have his different stance. You know what I mean? You can't block, but you do have a parry. Your dashing is kind of more like Giovanna's now. You know what I mean? Your normals changed up, but it's still good. They kind of are a little better, in my personal opinion. But yeah, there's a lot of little nuances to Leo, man. So yeah, I definitely think he's harder than Axel Leo. Yeah, I definitely think he's harder than these character. But like I said, I feel like he's on here, but in when you in actuality when you playing him, he's here. And once again, like I said, he got a fireball. He got everything that you will need, you will want. You know what I mean? Well balanced character. He got a good fireball. He got two good fireballs actually. He has a DP, but those two, the fireball and the DP, are charge moves, and that contradicts even me saying I don't like charge characters. But Leo, the way how you play this character is like his normals are super good. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's anime charge characters, and then it's like Street Fighter. Well, Street Fighter kind of anime as well. Like other games that use charge characters, I just can't do it. But when it comes to like Guilty Gear itself, I can play it. I don't know. Maybe the charge is a little bit more forget. I don't know what it is, but Leo, I've been playing Leo since Xrd, and I never really had an issue with like using him as a charge character. His DP covers a lot of distance. The hitbox is ridiculous, like especially heavy DP, where normally if people a lot of Leo players, they get knocked down, they're gonna throw that DP out there. You know what I mean? And if they have meter, oh well, you gotta hold that. You know what I mean? You gotta respect that, because they throw the DP out there, it throws them all the way in the air. You think you're punishing? They just prop that Roman cancel, and then you're in trouble. And another thing with Leo, what makes him really good too, is that now he has a command grab. Matter of fact, they gave him a lot of moves now. He has a command grab. He has that little pillar move now. Yeah, like, but would I suggest Leo to like a beginner? Like all these characters here, I feel like I could like, yo, you new to the game? Boom, yeah, yeah. You can play these characters here. New to the game? Boom. Hey man, go ahead, no issue. You know what I mean? You're gonna have some difficulty curve here and there, like maxing out the potential of the character. Yes, all of these characters, yes. You know, Giovanna has her little difficulty curve as well with her dashing and Roman cancel. Her air combos is kind of sick as well. Kai has his difficulty curve. May, Ram as well. Soul, Axel. But like, would I recommend Leo to like a beginner character? Like I said in the beginning of the stream, you can play whoever the hell you want to play. But if you was personally asking me, I would be like, you're new to Guilty Gear? No, I wouldn't suggest it, because there's a lot that you have to take in hand when it comes to his character. You know what I mean? Like I said, he has a stance. He's charged. He has a command grab. He does have a scrubby type move. His buttons are super well. Yeah, you know what? I can suggest him because his buttons are good. I know a lot of beginners is going to be using his. Why is she calling me right now? Hold on, guys. 1 second. Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad. That was one of my coworkers. Oh, my man Persona hit me up. Well, what happened? What happened? What news happened today, guys? What news happened? Let me know. My is my. I don't know what Persona hit me up about, but we'll see. Oh, you said cheat sheet? Nah, that's the Dragon Ball original, joint. That's my ringtone. So yeah, like Leo, yes and no, because the normals are super good. But the normals are super good. But there's a lot of little details to the character that you gotta iron out with him. You know what I mean? Yeah, he has good normals, but there's a lot of going into stance. You gotta learn what normals or what specials go into stance. You know what I mean? What moves I can do in stance. Oh, now that I have back stance, I can't block, but I do have a parry. Those things right there. Yeah, those things right there is crazy. Yo, Dre said, yo, if it's what I saw on Twitter, it was probably the GG clip. Oh, which clip? Send me the clip. Yo, Mr. Modern, what's up, man? He said, yo, would you recommend people coming mainly from 3D fighters? Who would you recommend for people that's coming from 3D fighters? 3D fighters is way different than 2D. But if you play 3D fighters, who would you recommend as far as like move lists and all that stuff? Probably like Zato. You know what I mean? Just so you can get that difficulty curve of having a lot of moves. Leo as well. Matter of fact, Leo. I would recommend Leo. Because now you have stances. Most 3D fighters, they have like stances and stuff like that. And Leo, he has like a stance. You know what I mean? So maybe a 3D fighter that's playing a little bit more simpler of games with a 2D fighter. Like, oh, I want a character with a little bit more nuance. Leo is definitely that dude. Got a stance, different normals, a lot of specials, a lot of moves, a lot of normals. Foss as well. I can recommend Foss and Zato as well for people that coming from 3D fighters. But yeah, I feel like Leo is here. Next up is the man Potenkin. I feel like Potenkin is easier than Leo, but in my opinion, Potts. Would I recommend Potts like a beginner character? I mean, like a beginner, type player? Not necessarily, because you have to understand the grappler life. If you don't know the grappler's life, like say somebody's new, like Dre is a perfect example, right? Like Dre, he said he never really played Guilty Gear like that, but he understands grapplers. You know what I mean? He's quickly gonna, migrate over to a player like a character like Potenkin. You know what I mean? Because it fits his needs. You know what I mean? Oh, combat factors super high, damage super high, normals that can keep you at bay. Are pretty good. Yo, Potenkin in the first beta, Jesus, this character was ridiculous. You know what I mean? His character was ridiculous. It kind of toned him down a little bit now, but you still have that combat factor, man. Like you can't. With a character like this, you got to be on your P's and Q's. You know what I mean? Playing against a character like this, because this character can easily take away 60% if you're not paying attention. If he has you thinking block, he's going to command grab you. You know what I mean? But to a beginner player, should you pick him up? I don't think you should pick him up, because with Potenkin, not only is like he's a grappler, but his movement is not as good as everybody here. Like, yeah, he's a big hulky character. Yo, Persona man, congrats, bro. Congrats, man. I'm not gonna put the information out there like that, but yo, congrats. I feel like everybody in here got like an air dash, a dash. Potenkin, you're not really doing anything like that. You know what I mean? You don't have a double jump. You know what I mean? But you do have some good normals. You have really good normals. I think Potemkin can have good specials too. What's that? The one that he jumps up in the air and slams his knuckle in you. I forgot the name of that move. The other one, the Mega Fist. Is it Mega Fist? Yeah, Mega Fist. I think it's Mega Fist. And Hammerfall, they kind of nerfed that now where it's negative. Both of them kind of negative now, but Mega Fist I feel like is like that scrub killer move that would definitely destroy a lot of people in the beginning. So if you do like pick up Potemkin and you know, you're a beginner or you're just new to Guilty Gear or new to fighting games, yeah, you can see some results with just pressing normals and probably Mega Fisting people. You know what I mean? But you're definitely going to have to it's definitely a curve from these other characters, because now you don't have the movement. You know, you can't dash up like that. You can't double jump. Yeah, Mega Fist though. Yeah, that move right there can definitely get your results. You know what I mean? But his movement is not that good. Rightfully so. Probably one of the biggest characters in the game. But yeah, I feel like Leo's a little bit harder than Potemkin, just due to the fact that Leo, once again, he has that stance. You know what I mean? And that stance, his normals change. You know what I mean? The character kind of changed a little bit more, where now he's a lot more mix-up savvy than, you know, in his regular stance. Where Potemkin, beginner-wise, yeah, I feel like people can get results from him, especially if you know how to buffer your pop busters. You know what I mean? I feel like you will be good. But Potemkin, when it comes to a big character, you got to deal with a big, you know, you have a larger hurt box than other characters. So, you know, understand that you're playing a big character, and that some people, if your defense is not good or you don't know how to block certain things, people are going to abuse that. Your hurt box is much bigger, where they can throw out certain normals and you will get hit. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you just gotta deal with that stuff when it comes to Potemkin. And Potemkin, he does have some bad matchups in this game, and the bad matchup is right next to him. You know what I mean? That's a bad matchup. He has some bad. Ram is a bad matchup. He has some bad matchups. You know what I mean? All right, so moving along here, I'm going to get a lot of controversy here with this character, because I feel like when it comes to this character, his game plan is not that hard, in my opinion, but there's a lot to him. You know what I mean? There's a lot to him. So I'm not going to put Anji like easy, but I'm going to definitely put him like right here next to Soul. And I know this is where the controversy is going to come, because people are going to be like, you think Anji easier than like this guy or this guy? I do feel that Anji, for a beginner player, would get better results than any of these. Well, I feel like with Leo they would get good results, but I feel like they would get better results than this guy and this guy for sure. Anji, super good buttons. Like I said, this is not like a tier list as far as like, yo, do I think the character is good or not? This is more so if the character is easy to play or not. You know what I mean? Like if I was to talk about if the character is good or not, it would be a different type of thing. But I do feel like there's a lot of stuff to Anji, man. Like, his Fujin, he has that. His fireball is very different now. Like it's much slower. They might speed that thing up. I don't know if they might speed that thing up. It might need like a frame or two sped up. I don't know. But the beginner player is not going to know how to jump out of that or avoid that, right? He has his dance move, like his dance parry. He has that move where he can go up in the air. Like Anji, I think he's really good, man. I see a lot of people downplaying this character, like, oh, Anji's bad. I'm looking at it like, damn, you want this man to have a straight mix up and be this plus. You know what I mean? Like, yo, people be complaining like, yo, Anji's fusion. What's it called? What's the mix up move where he does I think it's fusion, and then he has the follow up. They're saying like, yo, people was like, yo, the gap is too long, or he's negative here, and I'm just like, yo, the man has a full mix up here. You know what I mean? He has so much options. He has the throw the fan, then he has the low, then he has the overhead, then he has the fake out where he does fluttering to you, where he can do shit from that. You know, he can fake you out from that. And yo, people's like, yo, they need that to be plus, and I'm like, what is going on here? What the hell is going on? Like the butterfly, I would agree. I feel like the butterfly part needs to be a little bit faster, probably like a frame or two faster. The eagle part, I feel like is fine. You know what I mean? But it's very easy to get out of Anji's pressure when he's on knockdown with his butterfly. But when it comes to his Fujin and his parry and all that stuff, they're super good. It's super good. But as far as like easy of use, I feel like he's pretty easy to use. Outside of the fireball aspect, I feel like it's pretty easy to use. Like, I know a lot of people is going to spam the fusion into probably low and overhead. You know what I mean? But that would definitely scrub kill somebody. Yo, Eastern Conference, what's up, man? Hey, Lucky, what's up? I feel like grapplers are hard for people who don't got the fundamentals down. Absolutely. I agree 100%. That's why I got him more over here. Like, this is, to be honest with you, I think Anji more here. If we keeping it a butt, let's see what Arc System says. Let's see what Arc has to say, right? Let's see what Arc has to say here. Where they got Anji at? They got him as a 3-star. Yeah, I agree with that. And where they have Ram? If they have Ram at a 4-star, that's messed up. Ram is at least like a 3-star. Let's see. But there you go. See, Ram 3-star. Yeah, I feel like Ram is a little bit harder than Anji. You know what I mean? I feel like Ram is a little bit harder than Anji. Yo, SS9 Vegeta, what's up, man? What's up? Yo, True Virgin said I'll be watching you guys on this game. Yo, I respect that, man. What? Yo, I respect that, man. True Virgin, man. You definitely got to pull up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like Anji. I think Anji's right here. Moving along. All right, let's go to the most difficult character I feel in the game, right? For a beginner player. All right, let's put both of them up. Let's put both of them up. I feel that Nago is easier than, I feel like Zato is the hardest character in the game. And the reason why I feel like Zato is the hardest character to learn in this game is because you're not just learning one character. The game comes out the 11th, but if you pre-order it, the deluxe edition and the ultimate edition, you can play the game tomorrow. You can play the game right tomorrow. I feel like that Zato is definitely harder due to the fact that you're learning two characters in this game when you pick Zato. If you pick Zato in this game and you're new to Guilty Gear, just understand that you're just not playing Zato. You're also playing the puppet character Eddie. And Eddie also comes with like a meter. You know what I mean? That you have to manage a lot when it comes to Zato and Nago Ryuki, right? It's not just you worrying about the character and what you're doing on screen. You got to know where is your meter at. If your meter is gone, is it replenish? Eddie, where you at on the screen? Is he behind you? Is he in front of you? And then you also got to worry about Zato's and his normals and what you want Eddie to do right there. There's just a lot to Zato that you have to learn. Then there's the whole negative edging stuff. You know what I mean? Just to get like the optimal stuff out of Zato, like the proper like optimal combos and stuff like that. And I feel like when it comes to I don't really play Zato, so when I'm talking about him, this is just me coming from like more the outside in. I feel like he doesn't really get like hard knockdowns outside of like his sweep, but outside of combos, he's not really getting hard knockdowns. So there's situational stuff that you have to be ready for the character. If they about to, if the character about to get this soft knockdown, press a button, I got this ready for him already. You know what I mean? So yes, he can be very oppressive pressure wise. He can put you in that corner. He's crazy dangerous. This character is dangerous. But I feel like anybody that is dangerous with Zato, they're not only dangerous with Zato because they just, they pick the character up. They definitely been labbing this character for a long time, because this character, there's just so much specific things to him that you have to learn in order to get any results. You're not just going to pick this character up and you're going to get results. You know what I mean? If you think Zato looks cool and you just want to play him, sure, go ahead, but just know that you have to commit a lot of time and probably watch a lot of videos and other people gameplay. You got to do a lot of that stuff to really learn the character, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I have Zato as the hardest character in the game, and he does have a lot of moves. And like I said, you also have to worry about Eddie. You know what I mean? If Eddie dies, what can I do here? Eddie's on board, what can I do here? You know what I mean? Eddie's out, Eddie's about to do, what can I do here? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that you have to worry about when it comes to Zato and Eddie. It's not just one character. Like, Leo's a different thing, right? Leo's still one character that you just have to deal with two different stances. You know what I mean? There's a little curve to that. But Zato is two characters, and one of them has a meter that you got to worry about. So it's definitely tough. But I also have Nago up there too, man, because I feel, honestly, for the newer player, they're going to have a harder time using Nago than using Zato. I do feel that Zato is the harder character to use. But for a beginner player that doesn't understand how, things are working, they just want to press buttons and do specials, you're better off using Zato than Nago. That contradicts, but that sounds crazy, right? Because Nago is that character that I feel like a lot of people is going to pick. A lot of people is going to play Nago. A lot of people is going to be like, yo, black samurai dude, vampire dude, yo, I'm going to pick Nago. That dude is my cat. What sword is looking crazy? It's far. Yo, Chuck, am I off base there? Because Chuck is saying Nago is harder. Like, am I off base a little bit there, Chuck? Yo, Philip, what's good, man? He said, yeah, Nago has slower walk speed. Yeah, and that's another thing that you got to deal with Nago. He doesn't have dash. His movement is not the greatest. No air dash. Yeah, he's pretty slow. You know what I mean? Like, for a beginner player, I feel like you're going to have a harder time using Nago than Zato. But I feel like Zato is the harder character overall. Like, just to learn Zato is overall harder. Because there's so much that you have to, this special, this normal. Eddie can do this. Eddie can do that. This special. This super has this. This can do that. I don't get a knockdown after this combo, but I can get this set play, this setup. But Nago, for the beginner character, for a beginner play, I feel like there's a lot of there's a lot of shit that people is not going to deal with this character. You know what I mean? His blood gauge. They made that even worse now because they made the blood gauge increase much faster. If you don't have your DP input on point, you're not going to get the command grab like that. And to get that command grab, you kind of got to work hard to get in. You know what I mean? His buttons are his buttons are pretty slow, but they're pretty good. Yo, you know what? For this type of stream and what I'm dedicating it to, like the beginner character, yeah, I'm definitely going to put Nago as the harder. For like somebody that's new to the game or new to fighting games, yeah, I'm going with y'all in the chat on that, man. Like I said, personally, I do feel that Zato is the harder character, but Nago, there's the stuff I feel like people are not going to deal with. Yo, Dre said the slowest in the game, no dash, no double jump, blood meter build up, and the health. Oh yeah, the health drain. Oh yeah, I forgot about the health drain too, man. Damn, bruh, that's a lot you have to pay attention to. Yeah, I agree. Yo, I definitely forgot about the health drain. Like, yo, if you were to say that, like somebody that's new to Guilty Gear, right? And Dre, they asked Dre right now, it's like, yo, should I pick up Nago? And Dre writes down and say, yo, he's the slowest in the game. No dash, no double jump, blood meter build up, health drain when your blood meter does fill up. And people gonna be like, what? I don't want to play that guy. You know what I mean? I don't want to play that guy. Yo, that's a fact, yo. Yeah, for this stream and what I'm trying to present here, yeah, I put Nago harder. Yo, Zato is harder than Master. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Chuck, that's exactly what I'm saying. I feel like Zato, it takes more to learn that character. Because Nago, really and truly, you can learn the character. It's just willing to deal with the cons of the character. You know what I mean? With the dash, the blood gauge that you have to pay attention to is also like a difficulty spike. Where do they have Nago? Let me see where they have Nago. Yo, G on the Don, what's up, man? Where do they have Nago? Is he 1 star? Let me see. 2 star. Oh man, nah, I don't think he's a 2 star. This is false advertisement. I don't think he's a 2 star, yo. I think he's a 1 star. I think Nago's a 1 star, especially the fact that now you increased the blood gauge, so you can't be like spamming the teleport and the DP and the spit. You can't be doing that with this character. And now you're more reliant on getting command grabs. You know what I mean? Like this game, you're gonna have to go for that command grab just to how they have Nago set up now. And getting in with Nago is gonna have you cost blood meter. So it's not like getting in is the easiest thing. You know what I mean? But the benefits of this guy is that, yo, this dude legit could kill you with a few hits. This guy's damage is legit OP, and I'm seeing people optimizing for him. Let me see if I can pull up the video that I saw with Nago. People are optimizing for this character, yo. Let me see, because I know I saw it today. Oh, here it is right here. Boom. Say no more. Here it is right here. Y'all about to look at it live. People are optimizing for the character. Yo, it's too bad Nago is difficult cause I think he's the coolest design. What's cooler than a vampire samurai? Yeah, yo, Nago design-wise is cool as hell. I think he's probably like one of the best original characters I ever made. I don't know if you guys can properly see that. It's a little blurry on Twitter. But here's some Nago stuff right here. But this stuff is not easy. You know what I mean? Like this stuff's not easy. This is somebody that been playing Guilty Gear for their whole life. That they've been alive for 22 years. And but when you optimize for this character, look at the crazy shit he be doing. Fire. Look at that damage, yo. He spent 2 bars. Didn't get that much blood meter filled up because he's using the normals, using jump dust and all that stuff. But yo, that's optimization. Like that is like the best thing that you can get with Nago right there. You know what I mean? This jump fire as hell. This right here was fire. I saw this, I was like, yo, I had to like this. Counter hit. This move right here fills up your blood gauge. But he went to normal. So he went 5k, jump 5k. Boom, into jump dust. Another dust. Got a dust loop going. Oh, yeah, so they did kind of change the wall mechanic now. So now when you in the wall, you get a bounce rather than the splat. See that? You get the bounce. So now you can just do more stuff. Because the splat, you would get the splat. You still get the splat. But I forgot how. I know they changed the wall. I think now you get this bounce more often than that's the splat. There's the splat right there. You get that quicker if you're using like more like heavies and stuff like that. Heavy normals. But this is super like knowing your spacing. This is super like, yo, I labbed the hell out of this because there's a little gimmick when it comes to Nago's super. Depending on the range and where you hit it, you don't get the full animation of the super. So he used that to the advantage to get like the splat for the super. So look at this again. You see that? Now he popped super right here, but look what's gonna happen. Boom. You see that? So now he popped the super, he pops up because he didn't get the full animation because he's at the tip range. If you're at the tip range when he does that super, you won't get the full animation. You know what I mean? And now he's using that to the advantage for the corner. And look at it. Boom. Now you got the full wall splat. He just did this little teleport move that fills up the blood gauge. And now he's going to do the super again, where he's going to get the full animation. And he's going to get a wall break. That's fire. That's fire right there. So yeah, like, there's stuff to Nago that's super cool, but to a beginner, yeah, I feel like it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. You say, yo, what does that blood gauge do exactly? So yeah, when the blood gauge is full, he does a lot more damage. His normals become better, like the range becomes much better, and he gets access to another super where it can pretty much do like 70% damage, just raw hit. I think it's like 60 to 70, depending on the character, raw hit. It does a lot of damage. But when he's full gauge, he's losing health as well though. Cause he's in this blood frenzy mode and he's losing health. So yeah, good luck. Yeah, you're doing like he's all offense and blood rage. And I don't think he can block in that mode. Maybe, I don't know if he can block. Can he block? Let me know, Dre. Can he block in that mode? Let me know, Persona. I forgot if he can block in that mode. I think he can. But you can easily cash out. So if you don't want to get all of like, if you don't want to lose all your health, you can cash out to do that little super move that he can do. But just know, just know your range and when you're doing it, because it can be punished. But yeah, it's a lot of nuance to Nago, to do both of these characters. Like it's gonna take a while, honestly. Like compare Giovanna to like Nago or Zato. It's a different ballpark. You know what I mean? Like for even me, somebody that been playing Guilty Gear for a long time, I personally wouldn't pick up Nago or Zato because of all the time it would take. And I don't even know how long it would even take for me to even learn these characters. You know what I mean? Like, it would probably, I learn much slower than other people. You know what I mean? So I don't even know how long it would take just to like get that grasp of these characters like that. Nago a little bit easier to get the grasp of what he can do, but he's still a difficult character. Yo, Stranded, what's up, man? Still a very difficult character. Alright, so next up. Yeah, you said I'm not sure. People usually don't get the chance to get close to him in that phase. Yeah, cause I don't know if he can block or not, but he probably can't. He should be able to block because he's losing a lot of health. Yeah, I'm gonna assume yes he can block, but yeah, in that mode he just does a lot more damage, and his normals get much better, and he has access to like a new super while losing health. Alright, so this is where I consider like the game a little bit more hard. And this is where it's a little bit harder for me to place characters. In this section right here. Because I feel that with Chip, he can be either here or here. But I'm leaning towards more he's here. I'm leaning towards more here because they kind of simplified him. He doesn't have teleports now. But he still have access to a lot of moves. Alpha Blade, Gamma Blades. He does have a reversal. I feel like a lot of people that's new to the game as well is going to pick Chip a lot because he's that cool ninja character. But when it comes to Chip, the reason why I'm kind of leaning towards putting him here as well is because his health is low. So yeah, you have a lot of offense, and a character that has a lot of offense is going to be a longer time to learn the character because you're not going to learn the character to its entirety as quick as other characters that have like 3 normals. Chip has like 8. I mean, specials. Chip has like 8. You know what I mean? And it's not as free as somebody like Giovanna. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more special circumstances that you got to be using certain things. Yeah, he does have a scrub killer move with his command grab, where a lot of people in the beginning phase of things won't react to. But there's certain things to him that they simplified him a lot. Because the teleports are not there. He does have the wall run and the wall clinch and all that stuff as well. Yeah, like I feel like they simplified his game, but he still has crazy ass mix up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that a character that has mix up has to be hard. You know what I mean? But the fact that his health is low, like there's gonna be people that pick this character, like, oh yo, Chip is looking really cool. I'm loving this character. And they go online and they're like, yo, how did I die? You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, yo, I'm dead? Like, what happened? You know, they're gonna blink their eye once or twice and Chip is done. Round over, you know what I mean? And they're not realizing that, yo, Chip has the worst defense in the game. So that's the only reason why I feel like I can't really place him here, but here. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why I can't. Where I think I should place Chip? Hard or in the average? Because if he's average, he's definitely going to be the hardest on average. Because his Rekka, I feel like his Rekka and his command grab, people in the beginning levels, people are going to abuse that. In the beginning level, people are going to abuse that. Rekka and command grab. Not so much Alpha Blade. You know what I mean? I don't feel people are gonna you know, pretty much abuse that, because you can punish that heavy. And I feel like a beginner is gonna learn like, oh damn, I'm pressing this move, but you know, I'm still getting popped. You know what I mean? Yo, Philip says, yo, when his gamma blade gets hit, it gets even worse. Oh, the gamma blade is the one where he puts out the shadow clone, right? Or is it alpha blade is the DP? Or gamma blade is the DP? Which one is it? Yo, Crosshair, what's up, man? They took off Eno's second string attack. Man, kind of whack about that. Kind of mad about that. Which second attack you talking about? We're gonna get to Eno as well. Chip is impossible Whopper category. Impossible Whopper character. Now I think Chip is strong, man. A lot of people downplaying the Chip a lot as well, but I feel like he's very strong. Like, he has tools that is going to get your results very easily. 2K, 6K, 2K, 6K. You're going to get results. Command grab. You're going to get results. Oh, Beta Blade is the DP. Okay. Yeah, Alpha Blade is the one that leaves like the little string, the little lightning string. People use that towards mix-ups and stuff. Gamma Blade is the one with the shadow clone. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like, he does have a lot of specials. Even I got mixed up right there. Which one is which? Imagine somebody that's a beginner. You're gonna be like, yo, what? So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards hard on Chip. And Chip has always been like the harder difficulty of character. He's not like a simple pick up and play character, but he's very popular because, you know, he looks cool. He's that ninja. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna put Chip right here. I'm gonna put Eno next to Chip. I'm gonna put Eno next to Chip. I feel like Eno kind of simplified. I wanna look at Eno's I wanna look at her what you call it, her button, her move list on Guilty Gear Rev 2, because I feel like they definitely changed it. Let me see. I feel like they definitely changed it. She's still the same Eno. That the game plan is still the same. But I feel like they changed. Let me see. If they didn't, then I'm just wrong. Where's the stroke the big tree? Yeah, because yeah, her fireball definitely has been changed. It's much more simpler, where her fireball, you can control it with the directional button. You know what I mean? And I definitely, you know, that has a, you know, little difficulty curve to it, as far as like how you want to place the fireball. But before in Guilty Gear, it was always like a different button that you would choose to do her fireball and which direction you want to put it. Yeah, see, stroke the big tree was a full circle move. I see. I knew it was. I knew it was. It was a full circle move, but now in Strive it's a half circle move. So they kind of made that a little bit more simpler with her. But regardless of the fact of making it simpler, she has a very unorthodox dash, where that's going to take a while for somebody to learn. So yeah, Eno's a very cool looking character. Eno normals you gotta get used to as well. I don't think she has like very cheap normals, in my personal opinion. Maybe somebody can let me know like what's a really cheap normal for Eno. But personally, I feel like she doesn't really have like I can abuse this normal. You know what I mean? You got to be very specific with her, and that's the reason why some of these characters are going to be placed where they're placed as well. But yeah, you have to stroke the big tree. Really good move. Her fireballs are really good, but they made those moves simpler. But I feel like her dash, she has a command grab super, which, you know what I mean, a beginner player, probably not even gonna throw that one out. You're probably gonna do the reversal one. She doesn't have a reversal that she doesn't have a meterless reversal. So yeah, those things you gotta take in mind when it comes to the characters. Like when it comes to characters like Axel, Ram, Eno, Zato, is Nago reversal even fast enough? Is it fully invincible? I don't know if Nago's reversal is invincible. I don't know if Giovanno's reversal is invincible as well. Is it? I gotta look back at that. You know what I mean? Certain characters that don't have like reversible, meterless reversals, and Eno's definitely one of those characters. Yeah, I knew it was gonna leave your trash character. Nah, I'm not. She's not gonna be the last one, to be honest with you. Faust is gonna be. So yeah, I think she's gonna be another popular character, but I do think that you're not gonna just pick up and play this character. She's one of those characters that you're just gonna have to lab a lot, because she's very situational. Even though she has really, really good mix-ups, really, really good pressure, Oki off knockdown, that stuff that people are not going to be doing on the beginner type level. You're not going to get results right away with this character. If you don't know what you're doing with this character, you're most likely going to get washed, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Chip, you get results regardless if you don't know what you're doing. These characters, you're going to get results regardless if you know what you're doing. Anji, I would even. The more that I think about it, the more I want to put Soul here, Anji there, Ram here. Yeah, this is where I want to leave them here. Because Soul, he's one of those characters too, like, you're going to get results. You know what I mean? These characters, you're not just going to pick up and play and get results. But yeah, I feel like she's good. She's a really strong character, but for a beginner, I would have recommended her. Next up, I'm going to put Milia here. And, if you know me already, you already know the phrase that I'm going to say. Milia is not an easy character. She's just not. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't want to hear it. Dre don't want to hear it. Chuck don't want to hear it. She's not an easy character. Would I recommend Milia to like somebody that's a beginner in the game? No, I would not. One, Milia, you got to realize with this character, she doesn't have like a cheat button that you can just press. You have to be very situational with this character. With Milia, this is not me saying this character. I feel like Milia is very strong. You know what I mean? This is not a tier list. This is just like if you're a beginner. This character is very strong, but as far as like a beginner character, no, definitely not a beginner character. I feel like with Milia, you have to understand like her game plan, and her game plan is knocked down into something that you're going to have to practice a lot of her options. You know what I mean? You're going to have to practice a lot of her like knockdown options. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of like, oh, here I get this knockdown this situation. Let me see what I can do here. Or I get a knockdown this situation. Oh, I can't do this here, but let me try to bait this out here. I don't think somebody that's a beginner is going to be doing all that stuff. Also, she doesn't really have that much plus options to like get out of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have like a plus finisher string to get out of certain things. You know what I mean? Milia, I feel the same way how I feel about with Chip, Eno, Zato, Nago. It's just like this character right here. You're just not gonna pick this character up and you get results right away. But like, it's very hard for me to be like, yo, should I play Milia? Yeah, I want you to play Milia. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to play Milia, but like, if you're like a super beginner and I want you to keep playing the game, it's going to be hard for me to be like, yo, yeah, pick Milia, man. You know what I mean? Yo, this ain't get the violin. It's going to be hard to be like, yo, go pick Milia. You know, somebody pick Milia. Like, yo, Jay Barry told me to pick Milia, and like they getting washed up. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Milia, you also got to understand with Milia too that you live that life. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it right here. You live that life of you ain't got no health, man. Milia's defense is not great. She doesn't have a reversal that is meterless. You're gonna have to spend bar. You gotta practice wake up situations when she get knocked down. You know what I mean? She has a lot of moves in her repertoire. It's just a lot to the character. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not saying that anybody's a beginner. Like I said in the beginning, you can pick whoever the hell you want to pick. But I feel that there's a certain characters you're just going to have to practice before you try to go out there in the wild. You know what I mean? There's some characters that you can just go out there in the wild. You know, you don't know how to walk. You don't know how to crawl, but you're just in the wild, just doing whatever you got to do. You know, but there's some characters that you're going to have to learn to crawl. And there's characters you're going to have to learn to crawl, walk, run, eat. before you can just go out there in the wild, man. And these five is definitely those characters, in my opinion. And yeah, like I said, she has a lot of moves in her move list. I think she has the second most. I don't remember who has the most. Maybe I think Zato has the most. Oh yeah, there's also double air dash as well. You know, there's just a lot to the character. There's a lot. She is cheap. Don't get it twisted. She's a very cheap character once you learn her. And she has some cheap shit. She has a lot of cheap shit, but I don't think she have abusable shit. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff is cheap if you don't know how to fight her, but it's not abusable. You know what I mean? It that make any sense? I don't. Most likely it doesn't, but that's how I feel about it. But personally, like, this is my main character. I'm not gonna downplay her. I'm just speaking from a beginner aspect. I'm not gonna downplay her as far as who she is as a character. I think Milia is very strong. I think she's cheap. But overall, if somebody that's coming new to the game, I don't think it's the right character for you if you're not looking to commit to the character. If you're not looking to train, oh, let me play Guilty Gear, I'm going to train for 6 hours type shit. Depending on how fast you learn. I'm a slow learner, so I do that shit. You know what I mean? Where I don't do anything else but training. You know what I mean? Just practicing the same thing over. Some people learn that stuff faster than I do, so it depends on how fast you learn. But yeah, like I said, she has really low health as well, so you gotta worry about those things with when it comes to Milia. And she doesn't have the greatest of range when it comes to buttons as well. So that's why I said her buttons and what you want to press is very situational. It's not like something that I can just abuse or you can abuse. You know what I mean? But in the last hard list, I'm gonna put here Zato. Because I feel Zato. The reason why I feel like I'll put him harder than Milia, is because there's a lot of RNG when it comes to Zato, right? If you're a beginner player, you're not, you know what I mean? You're going to be dealing with a character that you do a special and you're not getting consistent like items. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get a mini Zato. Sometimes you get a meteor attack. Sometimes you get a hammer. Sometimes you get an oil. Sometimes you get a trumpet. You know what I mean? Like, you get a lot of different items and you got to know what each item does. And sometimes you got to adjust yourself with what item you get. Like, I've seen some Foss players, bro. Like, yo, I have a lot of respect. Like, I don't like fighting against Foss, but I have a lot of respect for Foss players because some of these combos that they be doing, bro, I'm like, yo, how? Like, you have to practice that a lot, yo. Like, cause you would get something like hammer or something like that, right? Or what's it called, the 10-pound weight, and they will combo or convert from that. Like, it's random. You don't know that you're gonna get that, but they still convert from it. You know what I mean? Yo, watching a Foss player, like, if you're a beginner player and you just watch Foss, let me see if I can pull up some Foss gameplay. me see if I can pull up some false gameplay, yo. He's just a weird. He's a weird player. He's a weird player, bro. Like, oh, let me see here. Let's pull up this gameplay here. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. 2 false players. Oh, he got that command grab too, which is good. 2 false players. Look at this. Random stuff that's coming out. No beginning player. No beginner, especially the Guilty Gear or just fighting games in general. I'm gonna suggest this character to. Real talk. Like me personally, like you have to learn what all of these does. Like banana, that can affect you too. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Foss, don't get it twisted. His items are super good, but it also can affect him too. You know what I mean? Like if your opponent gets the trumpet before you get it, there's something that you summoned, it can go against you. You know what I mean? So there's a lot to this character. But with Foss, he has a lot of good normals. Look at that. Also bomb. Forgot about bomb. Bomb, he throws it out there and he can hit it toward, you can hit the bomb. You can hit it, he can hit it. You know, people can, you can have a whole pogo fest with the bomb. You know what I mean? Then you have the afro thing where if you get this afro thing on you, oh, his dust. Classic. If you get the afro on you, your hurt box increases. There's a lot to this character, bro. There's a lot. Yo, he should be high. Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree with that, yo, Chuck. I kind of agree with that, man. I think, look at this. It's just this false player didn't know he was throwing that out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't know he's gonna throw out that move, but once he sees it come, once he sees this like being summoned out there, then he's adjusting to what item is being thrown out. That stuff right there takes a long time to to figure out. Look at this dust. Get dusted. Oh damn. That was sick. This is Nage? Look at this bomb. Look at, you see that? That's the mind games right there. He threw out bomb, right? He threw out bomb. He knew he was going to try to hit that out. And what he get hit with? Command grab. See that? Counter. He ain't going to hit the bomb. So you got a lot to worry about. The thing is with Foss, he got great range. His range is super, super good. And then it's also, I forgot the name of the move. He also has like, oh yeah, his sneakers is clean. That's a fact. His sneakers is clean. He also has the, what's that scarecrow move? I forgot what it's called. It's something like a scarecrow move he has that you have to know which side he is on to see where he's going. Let me see if they do this move. It's weird to explain. It's like a teleport type move. Look at that. Items just being thrown. Mini Foss out. Items being thrown. It's just a, trumpet out now. Now you're going to see a whole bunch. It's just a lot, man, that's going on with Foss, man. It's a lot. The thing is with that move that I'm talking about, the little scarecrow move, like you don't really see that move being done so much on high level play, but you're definitely going to see that a lot for the beginners because a lot of people is going to throw that move out because like a beginner player won't know how to block it because he can teleport to the left, he can teleport to the right, or he can teleport on top of you. And you have to see where Foss is at on the screen to know where he's going to land up when he does that move. I'm trying to see if they actually do it here, but I doubt. See that? Now he got afro, hurt boxes increase, he got punished. I want to see if they actually do it here. But yeah, this character is not easy, man. He's never been easy. He's never been easy. From all the games, he's never been easy. Tornado. I heard that tornado crosses up too. Somebody can confirm that. Oh, super. Command grab dead. They're not going to do it here because it's high level play. They're not going to do it. Yeah, I feel like I could put Foss here. I feel comfortable with that. I feel comfortable with that. Where they have Foss at? Let me see where they have him at in the game. They have him as unique. that's a word. 2-star. Nah. Yo, Guilty Gear. That's false advertising arc. That is false advertisement. You giving this man a 2-star? Yo, this dude is random, bro. Not random in gameplay, but random on his items. Because if a false player said, "Oh, you saying I'm random," you know what I mean? They gonna take offense to that. It's just the stuff that they're throwing out is so much adjustments that you got to do within the game. Like, I feel like when it comes to false, you have to have a lot of game plans. You know what I mean? You don't have just like a strict game plan and let me get this done. You have to adjust to what items is being presented to you for what game plan you want to use. And that takes a lot of work. that takes a lot of work. You know what I mean? That's not like something that's easy to do. So yeah, I feel pretty comfortable about this difficulty list right here. I feel pretty comfortable, man. Let me know if you guys disagree or not. For those people that play Guilty Gear, let me know if you disagree or not. But as far as like for a beginner that's new to the game, and you know, somebody that's new to fighting games in general, this will be like my recommendation type tier list. I will base my opinions that I'm giving to you off. Like if you ask me, yo, J Barry, I'm new to the game, who should I main? I would base it like this, to be honest with you. I would base it like this. To be honest with you too, man, before I do my final judgment, because Ram is looking at me. Ram is definitely looking at me, and I feel this is what I feel in my heart right now, man. This is what I'm feeling in my heart. This is what I'm feeling in my heart right now. Because like I know, like to a beginner player that's gonna be using Ram, they're gonna be using that fireball motion a lot. And they're gonna be throwing out swords, and then they're gonna realize like, yo, hold up. this is a different character. I don't have the swords. This is kind of different. So you have to adjust to that. You know what I mean? You have to adjust to that being a little different, where you don't have your normals the same, you don't have the specials the same. Yeah, I feel more comfortable doing this. I feel more comfortable doing this. I can even interchange Soul with Anji, but I feel comfortable where Soul is at. But yeah, this is where I feel like people will ask me, who should I main? I would recommend this, something like this, I will base my recommendation off of this like tier list here, if you're new. And like I said, this is not a tier list to see like, oh, who's good or bad, because like I said, I feel like all these characters that's easy is pretty good. They're really good in the game. You know what I mean? And you're gonna see a lot of people that's been Guilty Gear vets is using Giovanna. It's like, oh, this character kind of cheap. I'm gonna use her. You're gonna see people using Kai. Kai got some ill shit. You're gonna see a lot of people using Mei. You're gonna see a lot of that stuff. So don't think because these characters are easy to use that they're free in the game. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. If you agree or disagree, for those people that are more prone to Guilty Gear. But like I said, if you're new to fighting games or Guilty Gear, you know, this is what I would use as my recommendation to give you an opinion who to main. But once again, I know I'm repeating myself a lot here in this stream because I know I have to do that because there's going to be a lot of specific nitpicking and all that stuff when I say certain things, so I got to keep repeating. You can choose whoever the hell you want to choose in this game, okay? If you want to pick Nago, pick Nago. If you want to pick Zato, pick Zato. All I'm suggesting is that you have to learn the game, learn the character, go in that training room, go in that mission mode. You're gonna take some L's too. You're gonna take a lot of L's. Listen, I lived that life, man. You're gonna take some L's until it's like, oh, okay, this is what I gotta do here now. This is what I gotta do here with this matchup. You're gonna take L's, man, especially these right here. You are gonna take a lot of L's. A lot. With these characters here, you're gonna take a lot of L's. In my personal opinion. But learn from it, grow from it, learn the character. And once you learn that character, you're gonna be Gucci. You're gonna be good. Where people are gonna be like, yo, shit, this character fucking cheap. You know what I mean? Me personally, I like to go for the harder characters. Because I feel like if I can learn a harder character, then I can learn any other character below that. You know what I mean? That always been my mindset in fighting games. I don't know why I think that way. Yo, Blackberry, man, appreciate the sub. Yo, Blackberry, you still subbing? I don't know why I think that in fighting games, but that's always been my mindset, yo. Always been my mindset. Like, yo, oh, this character is cool. I like this character. It's a little too easy. Oh, let me pick this character. Oh, a little difficult. Yeah, let me pick this. It's always been my mindset, yo. It's a weird thing that I do in fighting games, but hey, it is what it is. Don't be stubborn like me. Get instant results. Yo, Taking God Jets, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm about to get off work as well, man. I've been working this whole time. I'm about to get up out of here. My facial scrub just got here from Amazon. You know what I mean? So I'm about to test that out. Yo, you know you getting old when you, well, I don't know if this is old, but yo, I always love that stuff, like face products and like massage products. I'll be like, yo, I'll be buying like I got this new charcoal face wash and new facial scrub with the scrub little device, because my old one broke. So now I bought a new scrub device. So I'm mad excited that I get to use my scrub device again. Y'all know y'all do the same thing, yo. Y'all know y'all do the same thing, man. So stop it. Y'all trying to make me look crazy when I say this stuff, but y'all know y'all do the same thing, man. You know what I mean? I know I'm not by myself. I know I'm not by myself. Yo, Dre said, yo, facts, I'll pick the broken characters all day. Yo, Dre, let me see what Dre used to pick. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you used to have characters that have some broken shit. Sometimes you just be getting lucky with it too. You remember when I know you was gonna pick La Diva, but you remember like Vanilla La Diva? Yo, that character was broken. That character was broken, bro. Vanilla La Diva in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus? That character was super annoying. They took away a lot of her. Yo, that's a character right there. Like, yo, she was so strong. And then, like, now in the game, like, you don't even see any La Divas, bruh. She's nowhere to be found now in the game. Yo, I think they did a little bit too much to her. But those were some fun fights. Yeah, there was some annoying stuff there, but it was very challenging. You know what I mean? But now La Diva, like, they took away a lot of her options, man. R.I.P. to that character. But yeah, I see you picked the broken joints. I can see you picking the broken joints. Yeah, that's a fact. I agree with that. I agree with that. Cause yeah, you wasn't on that La Diva insane. It was like, I was just like, yo, this character is fucking oppressive. Like, and yo, she's getting mix-ups from Rekka. I'm just like, yo, my man can stop the Rekka here and go into a full 50-50 or continue. Like, he has a full 50-50, yo, from like the Rekka. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck you do with this character? Do I jump out? If I jump out, I can get hit. If you go full commit, he can stop and go low. He can stop and go grab. It was just like, yo, this character is crazy. This character is crazy, dog. It's a command grab character, bruh. And then she had oh, if you want to counter, she had the clothesline. Oh my god. Yo, what a character, bro. What a character. Yo, I remember playing that game online, yo. Vanilla Grand Blue Fantasy. There was a lot of Ladivas, yo. Go on Grand Blue Fantasy right now. That character is non-existent. You don't see her at all. At all, bruh. But yeah, man. This is the difficulty tier list here, man. Personally, how I feel from the beta. This could change once the full game comes out, when, you know, because that first day is definitely trying to see what everybody can do once again and go to your main character and do like the mission mode stuff. So I'm pretty sure my opinions is going to change a little bit more once the official game comes out. But like I said, if you're new to the game, hopefully you know, if you're new to fighting games or just new to Guilty Gear, like I said, pick whoever you want, have fun in the game, man, and hopefully you enjoy it. But like, all these characters are viable in my personal opinion. All characters are viable. Nago, good luck, but all characters are viable in my opinion. But I think you will have fun with regardless of any character that you choose. But just some is just a little bit easier to pick up and learn than others. But yeah, that's pretty much a stream right there, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Guilty Gear comes out tomorrow or the 11th. See you guys when I see you, man. It's your boy Jay Barry. I'm gone. Deuces.